Welcome everyone to our Code4Impact hackathon closing event. We will be going over the winning projects, present them, maybe have a few words from the winners, and overall just celebrate the fact that we managed to get here. Let's start with the agenda. We're going to have a short Women in Big Data overview, a quick recap of what the hackathon was about. We'll mention our judges, several notable mentors who were very helpful in the process, the winning projects, and I do want to mention as well the partnerships and collaborations we had that without them, it would have been so much more difficult for the participants. I don't know how they would have made it. And I know it's hard regardless, but this made things bearable, I believe. So, Women in Big Data, who we are, what do? We are a global nonprofit organization that has existed for over 10 years. We are aiming to empower women to take their place in the workforce, in data, in AI. We have over 50 chapters worldwide. We're represented on 6 continents, and we have more than 30,000 members so far. This past year, we've opened chapters in Poland, in Italy, and in East Asia, in China. And we've had 2 new initiatives that are AI for healthcare and AI for cybersecurity. And we've been celebrating our 10-year anniversary starting, I believe, September. We've had an event in India, and Poland, and Germany. I think France is coming up. We're going to be continuing that, and we're going to have a celebration in the Bay Area as well. It's going to be in 2026, and we'll keep you posted with all the details. So what do we actually do? We facilitate networking meeting with people of various positions, beginners, mid-management, seniors. We want people to get together and know each other. We have workshops and training, such as Data Camp, that participants in this hackathon have truly enjoyed from. We have a hackathon. This particular hackathon was a local chapter event, but we have a global hackathon program. One of our judges, Rupa, is the global hackathon director, and she can maybe say a few words about it, but it's something that happens at least once a year, and we have a lot of participants and a lot of good reactions for those hackathons. We have a mentorship program, which is very important. It can be peer-to-peer, or we have mentors and mentees. In fact, we have so many mentors that this past cohort, we were missing mentees. We were looking for mentees. So you're very welcome to look up on the womeninbigdata.org website and sign up for mentorship programs. And technical certificates, again, Data Camp is very helpful in that cooperation, and they have different routes and classes and courses that you can choose. We even have a podcast, like everyone else does nowadays, and you're welcome to listen to it. You can find it wherever you can find podcasts. And we usually have a quick LinkedIn post mentioning topics that we have in the latest episode. How to get involved? Well, first of all, become a member and become a volunteer. Help us in all our events. Show up, contribute, maybe be a mentor, maybe help in in-person events, anything you can think of. Connect to your local chapter. Most of you, I believe, are connected to our local chapter. You follow us on LinkedIn or Eventbrite. So just be aware and be active. Of course, if someone is interested in becoming a sponsor or donating, we are very happy to as well. And now for the Code4Impact hackathon.
Thanks, Anat, for that overview of Women in Big Data and the Bay Area chapter. So this year, we thought of doing something different, since the AI industry has been growing exponentially, we really thought of launching this hackathon with the theme of AI for good. And now is a good time because it's before the holidays. So you guys can have a chance to participate and work on this initiative. We really wanted to target applications and build AI agents for education, healthcare, or just community welfare and development, or climate monitoring, equality, um, gender pay gap, etc. There are a lot of different topics and problems to solve in the communities. So we were hoping the participants would take on that challenge and develop something really good. And I think we have amazing projects and submissions that you guys have done. This was a quick hackathon. I think the overall duration was about 2 weeks. So we had the initial announcement of September 19th, and we had people sign up and form teams, etc., till the end of September. The official hackathon launched on October 3rd, and we kind of understood how difficult it is for people who don't know AI or new to LangChain and this new technology called LangGraph. We did have a technical workshop to kick off the hackathon. So thanks to our Gen Academy partnership and Arvind for coming in and talking about LangChain and how to get started with LangChain and build AI agents. I think some of you found it really useful. So thank you for the feedback. And then we initially planned to end the hackathon on October 19th, but given that you guys were still working on your projects, we extended the deadline to 26th. So thank you all who could meet us within the deadline. And then the judges started deliberating on the submissions and reviewing your demo videos. The demo videos were very helpful. And I think all of those who submitted their projects, they had all the requirements in the GitHub link with the presentation and the URL, the presentation of the code, the flow charts, and the setup files, etc. So we are thankful for all of you to meet the requirements of the submission. And really, we hope all of you could learn something new from this hackathon and could add a new project or to your portfolio and skill set. The judging criteria for this hackathon, as we had discussed initially, going to be four main pillars. One is going to be the social impact potential. We really look at what kind of social impact problem you are trying to solve. And the judges can talk more about this, but I'm just going to highlight that your problem statement or the target audience that you are addressing with your solution is very impactful. And that's why it has the highest score in the judging criteria. And that is something all the judges really considered. Next goes on to your technical innovation, your technical framework that you have used. Of course, a lot of you have used LangChain, but how you set up your front end and your back end and your user interface, how was the user experience for using your application? And lastly, what kind of models and intelligence have you incorporated in your project? Presentation quality is the lowest criteria, but it's still important. That is why it's there. But since you guys have already recorded your demos, we would play some of these demos after this in this session today. And yeah, that's it. Moving on to our judges now. I think we have all the judges here, but we would really like judges to provide a few words on their experience and what were their thoughts on the project submitted. So maybe Rupa, you can go first. Hey Rupa, can you hear us? Are you still on the call?
Give me a few minutes. Can Bhakti or Prachi?
No worries.
Yeah, thanks.
Bhakti, Prachi, any of you
want
wanna?
something? Sorry, guys, multitasking.
Okay, no worries.
Yeah, I guess I
Bhakti?
can speak for sure. So first of all, I think thank you, Anat and Stuti, for organizing such a solid hackathon. It was really well put together with all the resources, technical resources for the participants, notes for mentors, for judges. It was just so easy to be part of it and execute our roles. Everything was pretty seamlessly put together. So thank you so much for all your efforts putting in such a good hackathon together. And I'm really excited to see what this will take a shape in the next year when things might be even bigger, and we would probably have another hackathon soon. So with that, I would like to thank participants to also, participate in the hackathon. It was a short period for the topic, right? Like there were expectations about learning how LLMs interact with agents, what goes into building an agent, designing it, thought process. At the same time, uh, uh, learning tools such as LangChain and libraries within that can help you interact with the LLM, right? So lots of learning that had to be done either prior or during the hackathon weeks, and then trying to build a real application that can solve a social problem. This was a big undertaking. So whether you win or not, I think you should just feel really proud about executing this and participating in the hackathon, and getting to learn all this through it, as well as, like Stuti said, add one star project to your GitHub repository, right? And I think for whoever's into like looking for jobs or trying to finish up their studies, building an agent is a really cool project to have in your repository. So I don't know if you're doing like topic wise points, Stuti, now, or would that be something that we would do later?
We have individual presentation slides. Maybe you guys can comment on the
Okay.
projects when we play the demo for the individual. It's in the
Okay.
later part of the meeting.
Perfect. Yeah, but overall, like all projects surpassed my expectations, really well executed, well documented. The technical innovation was there at the same time. They were very well presented with the steps to reproduce the agent as well. So thank you everyone for that. Great work.
Hey, Prachi, do you want to speak a few words about your experience? And since you have participated in a lot of hackathons, maybe your view of it.
Yeah, definitely. So I am an active hackathon participant. I started going to hackathons by I was curious about how to build AI agents, how to build agentic applications, and that's how I started going to hackathons. And to be honest, my first 5 times were a fail. Like I couldn't even finish a project. Like it was hard, right? I think what you really need to realize is that agentic application development is very different from software development. Software development is very deterministic. For agentic applications, it's AI, right? So it's not deterministic every time. So it requires a lot of experimentation, a lot of experience to build a fully working app. And the fact that so many teams were able to build such great applications with amazing use cases that worked, that's already a big win for all of the participants here. So I want to give a big congratulations to everyone who submitted and also to everyone who tried, because you get ahead in life just from trying. And yeah, keep doing the hard work, keep learning these things. And the more you practice, the more you do this, the better you're going to get at this. congratulations to everyone, even the organizers. Like, I really appreciate you guys taking on these ventures to give a nice platform for everyone to become skilled, right? Because we're all trying to, live our life, make something out of ourselves. So, yeah, just want to say congratulations to everyone.
Thank you so much, Prachi. Thank you for your wise words. Rupa, do you want to go now or maybe at the end?
I can go now. So,
Okay.
so now I'm thinking. I'm really thinking because uh, I echo basically whatever Bhakti and Prachi said. So they basically stole all my words. So you guys stole all my words, but on a serious note, first of all, congratulations, hearty congratulations to all of you, all the participants who are there on the call today, as well as who couldn't be here with us. You all are winners. I was amazed when I saw all the videos, all the work, all the repos. And something to add to what Prachi said, my journey. Oh, oops, I'm not on camera. Okay. All right. So my journey started with hackathon. Of course, little did I know that I would end up as hackathon director. Stuti and Anat are very familiar with that. That's not how the journey started, but my journey into AI did start with hackathon. So this is very personal. This resonates with me very closely, very dearly. So I wish you all the best. One more thing that I wanted to add to what Bhakti and Prachi have already covered is how did you guys manage to put everything in 2 to 3 minutes? I was like blown away. There is so much to cover, and the condensed version, yet delivering the message of what you built, what is the use case, and the whole UI. You conveyed that beautifully in that 2 to 3 minutes, and I had to blame Anata and Stuti here for setting the time limit of for the video for 3 to 4 minutes. Yes, I understand why, but I was completely blown away when I saw that each and every team submission managed to deliver the message of what they built in such a short time, in that 3 4 minutes. Many of them were just 2 minute video, and I would like sometimes replay, sometimes pause when I was judging your submission, guys. So amazing job. Kudos to all of you, and this is just the beginning. uh, Wherever you are in your career in AI or in agentic world, I wish you all the very best and hope to see you again with WiBD in some form or shape. So congratulations.
Thanks, Anna. Thanks, Rupa. Thank you so much for your words. You have been very inspiring leading the hackathon globally for WiBD, and so we have been following your footsteps. And we shall come up with better hackathons in future, I hope. So moving on to our mentors. I'm not sure if we have our mentors here with us today. I know it was a late invite for all our mentors to be part of this call today, but really appreciate Krysten, Gayatri, and Jofia. I know they were there in our office hours and supporting you guys through Slack or IMs, just answering all your queries and letting you know about the free AI models you could use instead of paying for OpenAI credits, and just getting started with using model APIs and inferencing. So, really, a big shout out to our mentors and helping us throughout the way during this hackathon. I'll give it back to you, Anat, to talk about the projects in detail and highlight the winners.
Yes, Stuti. I do want to mention one more mentor and a big help in this hackathon, which is you, because Stuti was also a mentor in addition to everything with the hackathon. And so there were a lot of office hours she joined and a lot of information she provided herself. Especially, she wrote the amazing onboarding document with all the information that was needed for participants. I thought it was amazing. It contained so much useful information in the best format. I loved it. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Very happy that you joined us for this. Okay, so participants, there were several projects submitted. Like all the judges mentioned, the fact that you managed to finish it and submit something that was working is an achievement on its own. But we did have 3 projects that got a little bit of extra oomph in it. Let's start going through them. The first one is a senior citizen chat buddy. This was done by Ashwarya and Aparna. The social good goal was mental wellness. That's my definition of it. And their LangChain use was advanced conversation management and conversation history. So let's watch the video. It's 2 minutes or so. And then we can have a few words from either Ashwarya or Aparna. I think Aparna would be speaking, and maybe a few more words from one of the judges about this particular project. I hope that the audio works. It's always a problem with Zoom.
Anand, the audio is not working.
Okay, let me stop and figure something else.
I think you can reshare your screen with audio.
I can try, definitely.
Yeah. With the advanced sharing option.
Mhm. Oh, yeah. I see where the problem
Yes.
is. Thank you. Thought it was on automatically.
Mhm.
Okay.
Hi everyone. Today I'm going to show you a senior citizens chat buddy. It's a friendly, easy to use chat app designed specifically for seniors. The goal is to make conversations warm with AI, simple and accessible. So here's the main chat interface. You can notice large text, clear buttons, and high contrast design specifically designed for seniors. Everything is built to be easy on eyes and simple to navigate. We could start with a simple hello. What's the weather in New York? And the chat buddy will fetch the forecast for it and give a practical advice as to what the seniors might need for that given situation. The chat buddy can also act as a conversationalist, and if the seniors feel a little lonely, it can act as a companion. So overall, the senior citizens chat buddy is a warm, practical companion that answers questions, check weather, and just a nice to chat tool. With its simple design and thoughtful features, the goal is to make technology approachable for everyone as equal. Thanks for watching.
Okay. I hope you managed to hear or understand some of it. So, Aparna, can you say a few words, like what inspired the two of you to focus on this particular goal for social good? And maybe some of a technical note, 1 or 2 about, I don't know, a challenge or actually something that was easy. Are you here? You can unmute.
Hello, Anat. Think Aparna will be able to join today.
Hi.
Hi, this is Aishwarya, and maybe I can briefly explain The intent behind creating this chat buddy in the notes. So is imagine a senior living alone. Like we had the intent and creates companionship, engagement, and wellness with seniors. So with the technology, tech,
We're not able to hear you very well. Are you able to type in chat instead? Maybe Anat can read out
okay.
if you can't talk.
Thanks, Bhakti. That's a good suggestion. In the meantime, I do want to mention something. We did not give participants any direction regarding what type of projects they should be aiming to, what social good goal, but a lot of them, most of them, I think, I mean, it's can do statistics on it, but most of them really are health or mental health. And it's interesting why this was something that influenced so many people, maybe because there's a problem with health systems all around the world that we need to really consider. And AI for healthcare, one of our initiatives, is dealing a lot with that. And something to follow up on and consider as we go through. In the meantime, maybe one of the judges could share a thought about this particular project.
Yeah, I can start on. I think like I love the topic, senior citizens chat buddies, such an impactful um, um, application to develop. What I really liked about this was obviously it addressed the social impact category very well, right? Like it was very well suited, improving quality of life for older adults. I liked some of the technical innovation that was used. I saw some NLP features that were adapted for seniors. Also, sort of some unique demographic related features that were implemented, which was good. The agent intelligence was context aware, which was nice. Um, so hence it was sort of very well tuned for senior focused demographic category. As pointed out in the video, the UX was pretty easy to use and was thoughtfully built with larger text, gentle interaction, accessibility features, which was the right UX designed to follow for the intended audience. Um, yeah, and like standard documentation processes were followed. So all in all, a very solid application.
Thank you, Bhakti. Mario, do you want to share your thoughts later?
Hi, can you hear me better now?
Oh, yes.
Okay. Yes, so the as we had explained in the video, was built with senior citizen as the predominant community of target for us. We wanted to and seniors and also ensure that they
You're breaking up now.
with the technical aspect from the user interface, a backend flash backend, which routes the message to through which we detect our intent. So over here, the agent is
from the LLM response, it comes back to the user. So that was our idea behind it. Apart from that, overall, the whole land chain and land graph have been extremely new to me. And Aparna, my other teammate, with the whole project, and it was a good experience.
Okay, thank you, Aishwarya. And let's continue to the next project. This is called HealthLight Agentic AI. The team was Ashley, Catherine, Masha, Tiffany, and their social good goal was healthcare. More, I would say, well, they will explain and you will see the video. And the language used was Reasoning Manager and the Loop. And of course, this is all my understandings of what was going on. So definitely they will, and the judges will explain it better.
Hi, my name is Ashley, and this is our submission for the Code4Impact hackathon. Nearly 9 out of 10 adults struggle to understand and use health information that is routinely available. It's often difficult to understand medical jargon from office visits, discharge notes, or lab results. It takes dedicated time and research skills to find providers for second opinions, to find estimated costs of procedures, or to identify what one's insurance covers. Americans spend $238 billion annually in these avoidable medical expenses. So that's where HealthLight comes in. HealthLight is your go-to universal health companion with a vision to solve the problem of medical understanding and access for everyone. Our team consists of Catherine, Masa, Tiffany, and myself. The alpha release of HealthLight has 3 features. 1, it's a conversational agent to help explain the causes of symptoms and self-care guidance. 2, it translates medical jargon into plain, everyday English. And 3, it identifies local clinics and providers within a radius given the user's zip code inputs. Let's go through our demo now. I'm going to paste these doctor notes that I got. And they give me a summary of certain terms that I might want to know. And it also gives me some action items. So maybe I want to get a second opinion, and I am looking for someone in internal medicine in Anaheim. Let's see Anaheim's zip code here. And this is based on Anthem Blue Cross's Medi-Cal provider list. Thank you.
Okay, HealthLight team, can one of you unmute and share a bit about the project, why you focused on healthcare, any technical issues that you faced or were happy to solve?
This is Tiffany. Good afternoon, everyone. I don't believe the rest of my team was able to make this time, so I can speak on behalf of them. What motivated us, and primarily this is due to a personal experience of mine that has happened this year. I've had critical situations that I had to be in a hospital with a family member, and when you're put up against odds and making critical decisions about their health and their long-term care, you're kind of having a mental block, and not everybody understands a lot of the medical jargon that most hospitalists or specialists discuss. And so I really wanted to build this agent, which is a companion to help me explain medical jargon and to amplify like the impact that it could provide, especially in today's current environment within the United States and the impact to the Affordable Care Act. A lot of people who do not have that medical understanding, or maybe English as a second language, or maybe too scared to ask for second opinions, could really utilize this AI agent to help, simplify their understanding, understand, who they can go seek additional care from, or just long term. We haven't, implemented a cost lookup agent within it yet, but that is on scope for this project. But so those were the main drivers as to, why I felt and my team felt that this could help society. And, I think some key learnings out of this event, and I've been to 1 or 2 office hours, just basically understanding like the nuances between using different syntax with regards to if you're using a Hugging Face API or OpenAI API or even a Grok API, that it can be cumbersome when kind of leveraging LangGraph and LangChain. And we've all had to use ChatGPT or any other LLM to help debug our code. I think a lot of us encountered kind of merge issues when we were pushing and committing our code up to Git. So we were able to align on one main branch and meet almost on a daily basis to debug our application.
Well, that sounds very close collaboration with the project Code4. Thanks, Tiffany. Can one of the judges say a few words about the project?
Sure, I can go. First of all, congratulations to the team. This is a great idea, and so important right now, because healthcare needs to be easily accessible. And considering we have these amazing libraries like LangChain to leverage AI to get help quicker and faster, I think it's a very useful application. On top of it, I am really happy that you guys were able to execute your idea pretty well and have such a great demo that is so easy to understand, and get an idea of what your application is. So I just love to say congratulations to you guys. Keep it up. Keep these ideas flowing, and we need these things to help humanity use AI to help us all. But yeah, thanks so much.
Thanks.
Thank you. Thank you for the opportunity. This is my first hackathon experience, and I really enjoyed it.
That's awesome. You did a great job for first hackathon. Keep going to more hackathons. I know you got this.
I think I would like to add like the multi-agent sort of design was really good for this project. So the 2 specialized agents that were created, which was the caregiver companion agent and the provider agent, that was very well done. And like the modular design made it easy for each agent to kind of execute in its own context and also reuse any pipelines. So yeah, that just wanted to kind of highlight that was really good.
Thank you, Bhakti.
Thanks, Bhakti.
Quick addition from me. Do we have time, Anath? How are we doing?
We're doing well. We have one more project and then just a few closing remarks.
Okay.
You want to go?
Okay, can I go now, or shall I wait for that?
You're welcome to.
Okay. So I see a common theme of companion. In earlier project, we had companion for seniors. Now, in the second project that Tiffany just walked us through, it was for advice, for medical jargon, medical advice, medical terms, explanation to anybody, to users. who's seeking that information or explanation. So again, a friend, a companion who is explaining you what is it, kind of, So my feedback, and it is not critical feedback, Tiffany. I'm sure you can score more brownie points on UI next time you do a hackathon, and I'm sure you and your team will continue that path, and spend some thinking on the UI part. That's
Yeah, we have a
And-
Gradio UI, but definitely it wasn't a custom UI. We just used an
Of
existing
course, I mean,
framework.
this is great. I mean, if I really have to give you something, I have to
Yeah.
scram. This is it didn't really impact your grades. Let me say that, but it's definitely critical to have a friendly, self-explanatory UI that we saw in some of the other projects. And it's always good, when you are building this for masses who are not domain experts. And the care, like multi-agent, like what Bhakti pointed out, I really liked it. How it was uh, self-contained agent, yet they could seamlessly operate with each other and in the main overall pipeline. So that was really good on the technical innovation point of view. And the name caregiver is a caregiver companion or something that was a bit confusing. The caregiver, as in what you think of caregiver, as what you hire as a service, versus you really meant
Oh, okay.
companion
No, no,
helper.
no. Yeah.
So for me, that was, I really had to think and go through your presentation to see what you really meant. So something to just keep in mind when we are building app for user, thinking from the user point of view.
Okay.
That's
Thank you.
my suggestion,
Yeah,
my 2 cents.
Thank you for those tips. Yeah, duly noted. It's mainly a health companion. I think healthcare just rolled off the tongue, really.
No worries. I finally understood it. I clarified my own confusion, but that would be the
Okay.
top of, when you say caregiver, it could be, that's the first one that we would assume.
Okay.
Same
Thank
thing
you.
for the earlier one, the senior citizen. My last comment on that, I wanted to add what Bhakti said for the first project to Aparna and Aishwarya. Really like the theme. My only comment there, see, today technology is dividing people, or uh, making us disconnected from the real world and getting to virtual. And now it's kind of a full circle where you are using technology to connect, to create that companionship for, in your case, in your use case, it is for senior citizens or seniors, but it can be used for anybody. So to me, when I looked at it, when I thought of it after seeing your video, when I was judging, the only thought that came to my mind, that it's really a full circle. This is my last comment. Great job, all 2 teams so far who presented and who shared their thoughts, and I'm looking forward to the third one. Thank you.
Thank you, Rupa. So our last project and our #1 winner is Seva Health AI by Shruti. And the social good goal was again healthcare, but slightly different. And the LangChain used was the chat server. So let's watch the video.
Hi everyone, I'm Shruti and I'm here to present Seva Health AI, a smart healthcare assistant that helps people find nearby hospitals and understand government health schemes all in their own language. Because in India, millions of people can't easily access healthcare not because it doesn't exist, but because it's hard to find and even harder to understand. In rural areas, people often don't know where to go for treatment or which government programs they are eligible for. So I built a Seva Health AI starting with my home state Maharashtra in India to make healthcare accessible, local and multilingual. For now it's in Marathi regional language, but the plan is to expand. It's like having a digital health assistant that understands you literally. So here is how it all works. The front end is built in React plus White for fast, smoother experience. The chat server is powered by Fast API plus LangGraph. It handles AI reasoning, memory, and chat flow. It connects to an MCP backend, but built with Fast MCP, which uses Google Gemini embeddings, and ChromaDB to search real data, including hospital and PIN code datasets I prepared myself. So the flow is like this. User will ask a question in their own language. For now it's Marathi. Chat server analyzes it. MCP server fetches hospitals or documents. Gemini AI crafts the final response and shows instantly on the front end. So here is the demo. This is the Seva Health AI which I built here, the chatbot. So here first I will ask a question. I'm just saying it, hi, how can I help you today? Now I'll ask them a simple question in the regional language, which, okay. So this is the question I asked them. The question is, can you tell me some pregnancy care schemes provided by the government? And this is a Marathi language. तुम्ही मला गर्भावस्थेतील काळजीबद्दल सांगू शकता का? So it immediately gathered the documents on the internet called as Pradhan Mantri Matru Vandana Yojana in India, and it gave me all the schemes regarding all the information regarding that particular scheme in India. So suppose I have implemented one more feature as well here. If suppose I want to find the hospitals nearby me, so I'm asking, tell me what are the hospitals nearby me. It's asking me for the pin code or the zip code nearby. So I'll also add the zip code over here. This is my zip code. Voila, here it gave me all the hospitals nearby. It can also be translated later into Marathi when I use a model more advanced than Gemini 2.5 Flash. So the AI understands the query. It basically searches the government health schemes and explains the Pradhan Mantri Matru Vandana Yojana covering benefits, eligibility, and how to apply, all in Marathi. It's accurate, conversational, and culturally relevant. So here is my code which I have written. This is the MCP server. This is the API server, and this is the entire data preparation and the front end which we can use, which I have pushed it into the GitHub code as well. So finally, for now, Seva Health is there for focused on Maharashtra, but the goal is to expand. The goal is to expand across India and eventually language and region, because technology should empower people where they are in the language they understand, and this project combines AI, empathy, and local data to make healthcare truly accessible. Can't wait to have this project provide a greater impact into Indian rural areas. Thank you so much.
Okay, another health-related project that is aimed at understanding either what is available or where to find healthcare. Ruti, would you like to say a few words?
Yeah, sure. Thank you so much for choosing this project as a winner. And thank you all for your help as well. I chose this project because my inspiration came from seeing how many pregnant women in India, especially in rural areas of India, struggle to access like clear and reliable information about government health schemes. So I wanted to build Seva Health AI to make this information simple, multilingual, and easily available so that no mother misses the benefits she deserves. So this was my inspiration behind this, and LangGraph and LangChain MCP Fast API made it possible. And yeah, this was something I looked into.
Right. Judges, who would like to go first, or do we want nothing? Choose one.
Okay, I can go. And then Bhakti and Prachi, feel free to add. Congratulations, Shruti.
Thank you.
You know, great work, great cause. It really resonated with all of us. I mean, all the winning projects. You know, the use case, the social impact is far and wide, and we see potential in all three projects that we have presented so far that you all shared. What I really liked about your project. So now let's start with the agent intelligence and technical innovation. I like the use of MCP server, connecting different tools and data sources through MCP server, really modular design there. The agent intelligence and the efforts that you took to build your own database, your vector DB using Chroma DB, and I liked the careful integration of what's available there without making it too complicated, you know. And of course, given the time and scope of the hackathon, especially the time that you had in hand, you use the important features of all these components that you chose and integrated it beautifully. And you could see that in the demo. And of course, I did not need translation because it is my mother tongue as well. So I could really relate to what the question was, and I could play with my own questions. You know, some of the questions that I had, I could not ask in my mother tongue back when I was pregnant in Marathi. So that was like a funny anecdote to that. Thank you so much. Thanks for building this app. And it's not about the language. I mean, we have to start somewhere, but it is critical. It is useful to anybody seeking, you know, healthcare information for their respective governments. Like in the US, you have Medicare, Medicare, like Tiffany, and everybody has already dealt with that in their project. So it's making the knowledge available, making it available in simple language, and then you can build in the local language flavor. But keeping it simple, stupid, accessible is the common theme, is what I see. So thank you and congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Do Bhakti or Prachi want to have a few words?
Yeah, I can go. I just like to add one uh, unique thing that I really liked about your project, Shruti. So I really love how you've paid attention to personalization, taking into consideration languages, making it easy for anybody to access healthcare easily. I think that focus on personalization is what makes this application truly unique, and I'd advise you to keep going forward in anything you build. Focus on personalization, put your customers first, and try to make sure that what you're building they truly love using, and that's how you make successful products. So, yeah, congratulations.
Thank you.
Bhakti had to drop, but she said congratulations again to all our participants. And yes, everyone, this was really difficult, I'm sure. And it really is very inspiring to see that so many people manage to finish projects and actually submit. It's not a known thing. Even Prachi mentioned, I think the first, I don't remember how many, 5 hackathons she didn't even finish. So being able to finish a hackathon and have a winning project is great. Finishing the hackathon period, I think, is also wonderful. And I do want to mention, we had technical support, like serious technical support with our collaborations and partnerships. One of the people and organization was the Gen Academy, and Arvind was very helpful. He was explaining, tutoring us in how to use LangChain and LangGraph. And the recording of his event was available to participants throughout the hackathon, something that we will release later on to the public, but our participants had it. They had exclusive access to that. Another big thing is our partnership with DataCamp Donates, which was, I believe, immeasurable. Not just the classes, but also the access through Sandbox to API without having to register and pay immediately as soon as you start. I believe Shrabashti was able to join us. Shrabashti, if you can unmute and maybe say a few words. Or did she have to drop? I can't find her now. Okay, I guess she had to drop. But the interaction with DataCamp, the licenses they give us every year is crucial throughout in educating our members and giving them certificates. But for this hackathon, I believe it was also very, very critical, and we want to thank them. That's it, we're done. Let me stop my sharing and just have a few administrative and additional thoughts. I am wondering, how can we take these projects that were built in a hackathon and expand them and develop them and make them useful and have little apps running around? So I don't know how to do that, but I would encourage people to think about it and maybe be proactive and find a way to do it. And even if they didn't finish, even if they didn't win the hackathon, you know, continue with your efforts, continue with projects, don't stop, participate in more hackathons as whenever you see ones that can be done. This one was virtual. Most of Women in Big Data's hackathon are virtual, but you can find local ones in person. And definitely join us for our next Women in Big Data Global Hackathon when it comes up. Follow us. Certificates of completion and the prizes. We will be in touch with you and send you. You will get a certificate that you participated, won. And we even have some people who did not make it on time, so they were not judged by the judges, but they did finish a project in a certain very short amount of time. So we appreciate that as well. Just two more things. We're going to have a casual coffee on November 23rd, 11 a.m. in the Sunnyvale area. We will have additional details later on through Eventbrite. Hopefully you will get it. And for the people who managed to stay, oh, Shrabashti is online. So Shrabashti, do you want to say a few words?
Yeah, thank you, Anat. The session was great. Congratulations to all the winners. It's really awesome that everyone has been able to do so much in such little time. And this is a great add to your resumes and your profiles, LinkedIn profiles as well, especially in this AI era. So great job there. And yeah, thank you, Anat, Stuti, Bhakti, Rupa, Prachi, everyone for all your help here and for, making this a success. Appreciate this, of course.
Thank you, Shrabashti.
Thank you.
Thank you, Shrabashti. Okay, I think we can now conclude our event.